vlog off now with a bit of info regarding the route planning. I have alluded to starting off and just doing a step-by-step sort of guide, I suppose, to planning your trip. And there's no better time of the year to start, really, if I'm brutally honest, than winter time. It's the back end of December. We all can't wait for the new year to start and the countdown to actually getting out there and getting some serious miles in. So yeah, no better time than to actually start now. So all you need is a cuppa, nice cup of coffee there. Cheers. A good old notebook, pen, highlighter. No substitute for maps, in my honest opinion. Yes, absolutely brilliant to use Google and Ordnance Survey and route planning apps, but personally I don't think there's a substitute for maps. I would use the Google side, the MRA app for the main route, sort of bringing together. I think Google Apps is fantastic for zooming in on areas and actually working out where you can go and visit, etc, etc. But the overall overview, I suppose, of your holiday or your journey, your adventure, whatever you'd like to call it, to me, nothing better than laying a map down on the dining room table and going from there, really. So let's start and have a look. I'll put some screenshots on as well as we go along, so you can you see the apps that I'm actually using. I'll show you the MRA app quickly. So that's the MRA app that I choose to use. I think it's a brilliant little app. What I do every single time is I'll always break my routes down leg by leg, as opposed to having the whole route on my sat nav, on my phone, or something like that. Right. Now, first things first, I suppose, before you even start thinking about your route, get your heads together and decide, well, we'll start with the old trusty notebook. I think for me, the first phase of any holiday planning, obviously cost is a massive implication. I'll always start by looking at cost of ferries, cost of trains. Actually, what is the cheapest option, to be honest with you? Once I've sort of worked that out, then for me the route sort of unfolds from there, if that makes sense. I look at everything from, for example, if we're going from Dover, do we need an overnighter down in Dover? Are we having an overnighter as soon as we get off the ferry? Think about the extra miles you're putting in. For us, admittedly, we're in the Midlands / north of England, so it makes sense a lot of the time to probably go from Hull. The Hull Rotterdam ferry, I do like that ferry crossing, and it also serves as a hotel as well. And once you're off it, your legs are fresh. The only downside is, I suppose, depending which way you're heading, is getting around some of the major cities on day one, such as Antwerp, etc. It can be a bit of a nightmare. Sometimes you're best just going for it, circumnavigating the big cities, get away from them, and then get onto those nice flowing country roads, all that good stuff. Now, bike kit, as in with the travel, to be honest with you, each time something comes to mind, we just go to the trusty notebook and add it on. At the minute, bike stuff, yeah, you got to have a torch, guys. I favour the what do you call it, torches, where you just plug them into a wall. Sort of chargeable, rechargeable lights. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit, very bright as well. I've got a really lightweight head torch. In addition, I've also got a little handheld torch as well. Air compressor, puncher kit. I favour the mushrooms, to be totally frank with you. Basic tool kit, visor cleaner, as long with demister, that sort of stuff, if you need any of that. Zip ties, can't go wrong with zip ties. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. I also use a zip tie when I'm on the ferry. I just put it around my brake lever as well, just as an added precaution to stop the bike moving. If you've obviously got a chain drive, do you have well, chain lube, chain cleaner, that sort of good stuff. Bike cover, we like to take a lightweight bike cover. That generally, that always falls down to me to carry both of them. You know, sometimes when you're booking your hotels, yes, ask for secure parking. If you do get caught short and you need another booking, nothing better than actually just throwing a cover over your bike, out of sight, out of mind. Along with the cover, I always take a decent disc lock and a chain, just to chain both bikes together. High vis, obviously certain countries legally you must carry high vis with you. Along with the high vis, you may have to put the reflective squares on your helmet as well. Again, just double check with the relevant country laws there. GB or UK sticker, make sure you've got one of them. Again, we've just opted for the small sort of 3D style stickers. I'll show you all this kit that we're just going to stick on the back of the registration plate on the bikes. I take a pack safe with me. All it is, I do have one for a rucksack, but I'll be really honest with you, I don't overpack my panniers. So I have a pack safe which is just a cable, so if need be we go anywhere we can just secure the helmets to the bikes, that sort of good stuff. Always carry a net, just in case, you never know, a cargo net. It serves as a bit of an extra way of securing kit should something go Pete-tong for you. Battery booster. Battery boosters are quite handy. One, if your battery just happens to dump its charge or something like that, your bike doesn't start. Secondly, you're middle of nowhere and your phone's out of juice, at least you can give your phone a bit of a boost so you can make that all-important emergency call should you have to. Bungees, always a must. There's always a debate on bulbs and things like that. Again, check with the relevant country as to whether or not you actually need them. A few more things to go through now. My trusty notebook. Nothing better than having your notebook open. I have mine open, Dipsy-Dee has hers open, and we sort of break it down into, I've got like a travel page that's containing things such as bike insurance, travel insurance, passport, euros, mobile charges. Do I need to look into roaming? All the GoPro stuff, all that sort of stuff. Do I need additional breakdown cover? Do I need a vignette, for example, going through Switzerland, Austria, those types of places? Have I got my driving license? Do I need a check code to take with me as well as printing off the relevant information to do with the driving license? Have I got my MOT original? Have I got my V5? Do I need breathalyzers depending where I'm going? Have I got maps? Yes, it's alright having a sat nav, but what happened to me a few years back is we're in the tent, somebody decided to get up for a midnight leak, shall we say, put their hand on top of the tank bag, cracking the screen of the sat nav. All the sat nav wanted to do was get us to Andorra. If it wasn't for having a tank bag that I could wear on my back and turn into a rucksack with a good old map in it, we'd have probably been still in Andorra now. We're living the life admittedly, but there you go. Always good to have maps. Travel wise, check the clean air zones, especially in France, especially in Germany. A lot of the big cities now do have clean air zones, where even on bikes you must get the relevant information. I think for Germany it's you can do it all via the website basically. It doesn't cost much at all, and once you've got it, brilliant. You've got to send a copy of your V5 in with your emissions, but once you've done that, it comes through the post within about a week or so. You can get badges for toll roads if you decide to go through toll roads, which you sort of pay for. I think ULI's badge, something like that. It's a badge that you have on you as you go through. It scans it and you get a bill for it. A lot of the time you only pay for the tolls when you use them. There are additional charges on top. If I can find the link, I'll no doubt post it somewhere. That's on the travel side of life. Tell me, coffee's going down well. Personal kit wise, this is where myself and Dipsy-Dee, we differ enormously. I can survive on probably the bare minimum. On Dipsy-Dee, a 30-litre bag's not enough, treble that probably, and it's just about enough. However, she's on her own bike, carries what she wants to carry. I always look at a light pair of trainers, something just to put on in the evening, walk around the towns, that sort of good stuff. Equally as well, if you're there for a couple of days, it is nice to go exploring. So yeah, pair of lightweight trainers. Always carry, and as much as people take the mickey, a pair of Crocs. I have been with Crocs since they first came out. Love them to bits. They're lightweight, they're breathable, so at least if it is a sweltering day, put your Crocs on, give your feet time to breathe, really important. Always shorts. I do favour walking trousers which can zip into shorts, always a good thing to have with you. Obviously your belt. Belts I have also served to be a form of securing cargo as well, believe it or not. Again, I can show you all this sort of stuff. T-shirts, underlayers, never underestimate the weather, whether that's rain or if you go in, say, end of March. You could always still get snow in April, especially in the Alps, that sort of area. There's been times in June, July, where there's been just freak snowstorms high up on the top of the Alps. So make sure you've got undergarments sort of stuff. Always use the layer system when it comes to the sort of stuff you're wearing. Can't be the layer system. I have a heated vest, probably one of the best purchases I've ever made. If you'd have asked me a few years back would I wear a heated vest, I'd have gone, yeah, must be joking. But to be honest, it is the best purchase I've ever made. Certainly takes the edge off it. I don't wear the full sleeve versions, just the vest, keep the old core warm. Best way to look at it, if the core's warm, the blood isn't getting diverted, you're concentrating, it just keeps your focus on riding rather than on keeping warm. Really good. Obviously your undergarments, your socks. I always carry a couple of pairs of spare socks for me what do you call it, biking boots. Always pack my Gore-Tex jacket, a lightweight Gore-Tex jacket just for walking in. And that's about it. I'll go straight on to miscellaneous kit. It's one of them where, again, it's not until you need it you think, should I pack that? Sun cream, yeah, depending where you're going. Don't forget your travel plugs, especially for all your gadgets that you need charging, your phones, your GoPros, that sort of stuff. Moisturiser is always a good thing as well. And I say that, even from a bloke's perspective, guys, our skin dries out. Get some moisturiser on your face in an evening. Look after it. Likewise with your lips. Hydration kit. Clip for tickets. When I say clip for tickets, all I mean is just something I keep on me. So when you get your tickets at the ferry, we just clip them on the front of the bike. That's it. Dead easy then. Half the time I've got nowhere to put stuff. And mozzie spray. Never underestimate the blighters. Right everyone, I'm going to leave you in peace now. Hopefully that's giving you a bit of a starter. What the plan will be, I will get the kit out and actually physically show you the kit. And this is just the start of it really. So you can get your maps out, get your Google on and do some proper, be inspired, get the zest for adventure going. But yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe. Nearly forgot that one before. And yeah, keep an eye open. Like I say, I am a vlogger in training. I haven't really got a clue. I look back on these video clips and I think, oh lordy, look at the state of that for a price of fish. But it is what it is. I ain't going to be in it to win Oscars. It's just to actually share what I love doing with you guys. Take it easy. Like I said, hit subscribe and keep an eye on this space. I'll be getting better.